Hello, and welcome to Jebus Adventures. I'm back here on my survival island on the Tekkit Lite server. Last time I recorded some gameplay of this, I went way overboard with the recording times, and I ended up having to split it up into 3 episodes because it was just too long. And because of that, it's been about a week and a half now, at least, maybe even longer, since I last recorded. So there's been quite a lot of changes, and I'm now clock watching this episode so that I make sure I don't do it again. But it means there's now quite a lot of differences in the world that I'm going to have to go through first. So this episode is going to be more of a recap of what's happened in the time that I haven't been recording. And then hopefully from then on I'm going to start recording them maybe the day before I upload them so that it's always as up to date as possible. So yeah, let's just get cracking on what's happening. You can see now the tree farm is working. I have remembered the detector rails. Yeah, thanks everyone who's pointed that out in the last video. If you watch the end of that video, you can see that I did actually remember it and I edited it in afterwards. But yeah, I was a bit of a noob with that. But yeah, it works. It actually works. It didn't work with the last cart that I used, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go show you now what I've got. I had to make a new cart. The one that I was using, as you know, was solar powered, and the solar just didn't work at all. It gets to start cutting down the trees like it's doing now, but as soon as it reaches here, it goes underneath these leaves, and then the solar panel decharges. So it's okay as it's going around doing what it's doing right now, but once it gets to the tree, it runs out of power. And although the battery supply on it did last for a significant amount of time, once it was under here, it wasn't gaining power and it was losing it. So by the time it went around maybe 2 circuits full, it had completely drained. And then of course nighttime came and it was just stuffed, so it was useless. So I've still got the cart somewhere in one of the chests around inside somewhere, I think, but I had to make a new one from scratch. And this is he. He's got solar panels on still to supplement it, but they're side ones now, the cheaper ones. And he's got a coal engine too, so you can see here. And it works brilliantly. It's just going around stonking. I've also added a second collection point over here. I've got the one that you saw at the beginning, where the advanced rail is, and the second one is over here. If I can get to it, trying to get through now. Probably isn't the best tool to be using this in Nano Saber, but hey, there you go. You can see another one here too. This also has a teleport pipe on it going to the same place as the first one. So let's go there now. Yeah, let's head down here. There's lots of changes indoors too. It just hasn't been limited to just outside. There's very little changes in here. Oh, and the lighthouse I think is finished. You can see it going now. Look how good that looks. Looks awesome at night time. That's lit up beautifully. I'm really pleased with that. It took a long time. I had to go back to the nether like twice to get more. Oh, I can't see it. Get more glowstone for it. But it's good. It works. It's fine. And the inside is finished. I decided to do all the walls in charcoal blocks as well. The marble, I just don't like the marble. The marble didn't look good at all. I'm not sure I like it all charcoal blocks. It looks very dark in here now, doesn't it? Particularly as I've done every single floor the same. So it's a little darker than I thought it'd be, but I don't know. Maybe I'll change that eventually. But as you can see in my project table that I've got making the blocks, I've still got a crap load of charcoal. So I've limited that down now. And now only half of the wood that comes through gets burnt, rather than I think about 3/4, maybe even more than that was getting burnt before. Also, there's been a lot of controversy about these things up here. As you can see now, I do have 3 high voltage solar arrays, which is a lot of power, which also means I don't actually need the generator system I made this charcoal thing for. But anyway, we'll get back to that in a minute. These high voltage solar arrays up here, nothing on this island was spawned in. Everything on this island has been made. Excuse me. Everything on this island has been made completely legitimately in survival mode, and nothing at all has been spawned in by anybody. That being said, one of these high voltage solar arrays was created by me. The other 2 were given to me by another player, and I'm really sorry I forgot his name, but he's the guy who built his house, then got bored and decided to make another house from scratch. So he abandoned all his stuff. And he said, hey, I've abandoned my stuff. Everyone TP to me. Raid my house. Take whatever you want. And everyone was taking stuff. And I thought, yeah, you know, that sounds like fun. Why should I miss out on the raiding and the fun when everyone else is getting this cool stuff? When I'm playing legitimately too, I should be allowed to get stuff. So I did. I got myself a couple solar arrays. The MFSU I actually made myself. That wasn't from them. I did get some stuff in here, I think. I've got some, yeah, I got some more arrays here, but I don't need them, so they're all sitting there. A couple of geothermal generators, and I think there's something else over here too I got from that. Just being complete disclosure, I got this thing, the solar turbine and the reflective mirror. I don't actually have any clue what they are, but it reminds me that I really want to get started on this factorization mod, whatever mod pack that is for the factorization. I really want to have a look at that, because I've seen these things knocking about a few times, and they look pretty cool. So yeah, that's where those 2 extra panels have come from, those extra arrays. They were from, I'm really sorry, mate, I can't remember your name who gave me them, or who let me take them. But if you're watching this video, please leave a comment saying it was you, and I'll give full credit to it in the description. But anyway, moving on. You can see that now gives me all the power that I really need, so I don't actually need this almost the entire second floor, which is this. This is my array of generators, which was powered by coal, and as you can see that they are depleting a little bit because I've limited how much coal goes in here now. Only half of it goes in there, half it doesn't. And this is, oh no, that's working. I'm not quite sure why it's, oh, it's just regular coal. I must have put that by accident. So yeah, that was originally powering my MFE. And then I upgraded now to an MFSU, and it just doesn't hack it really, but it doesn't need to because of the solar panels. Also, there's these little water bits here, but I'll come back to those in a second. This is where all the wood is dropped off from the tree farms. Everything from the tree farm comes through here, and then this diamond pipe sorts it. So we have, I think half of the wood goes this way into this chest, which is then piped through into the furnace, which is turned into charcoal, obviously, and then off in its different directions. This way takes saplings, and this way takes apples. Oh, and also more wood. It takes half the wood and the apples. So you can see it goes in here. There are some saplings in here from before I changed this, and I dropped some extra couple of things in there just because I ran out of space in my inventory. I'm always doing that. But yeah, this is now where the saplings do go to, so I can actually put some in there for now as a sort of demo. Leave that in there for now. And you can see that actually gets pulled out of there, I think. Should be going. Oh, there they go. They're getting pulled out. Down to the second floor. Or third floor, even. No, fourth floor. This is now. God, I've got a lot of floors. These are pumped through into my recycler. That's right. I've finally gotten around to using whatever part of the mod this is to create UU matter, which is hence why I needed the MFSU. This is powered now from the MFSU, and I can turn it on. Let's get that working through those. Making myself some UU matter, which is how I've managed to get some quantum boots. Yeah, it's all I can afford so far. I haven't got enough, like, you know, the, whatever crystals they are. I forget the name now. The blue Lapotron crystals, the Lapotron crystals. I haven't got any of them yet, and I'm missing loads of other things like the advanced alloys, etc., etc. But I've got the UU, and you can see actually in here I've got 22 there already, and another 17 there from the last build. So I'm getting there, and I've managed to get some boots, which brings us on to why I've got these things here. It's a real pain in the ass walking up and down all of these stairs. So instead I just hop into here and use my quantum boots to jump straight up. I added the water because I kept getting stuck and bouncing up and down constantly, so the water makes it a bit easier. And I can just drop down to the next floors, and they're on all the floors, except for the last one. Stop there. I thought about adding another one. I can jump up to it, but I tend not to bother because I've got the stairs right there. But it leads on to the last final build inside the house. This is the last floor that I'm still currently working on. I should put some more charcoal blocks there. I've got enough made, I think, for now. This is going to be a storage area, basically. I'm going to put all my chests in here, organise them all neatly and tidily so that I can always find my things. As anyone's watched enough of this series will know, I struggle to find things. I'm always looking through different chests. I want to organise it a bit. Actually, something I have forgotten. Before I built these quantum boots, I decided to look at the power armor mod, or the power tools, whatever mod pack it is that makes the power armor, because it looks insanely cool. But I don't seem to understand any of it. All the little pieces to make the items seems really complicated. Not to mention the fact that I currently don't have any emeralds to make a whatever it's called, the tinker table. I haven't got any emeralds because I'm nowhere near a biome that has them. What are they called? The mountains, extreme hills. I'm nowhere near one of those biomes, so I haven't managed to get one of them yet. But I'm looking into it. If I get bored of my quantum, when I've only got more things, I still haven't got a nano helmet yet. I haven't bothered because I like my head sticking out. But the boots are the important bit, which means I can fall and not die. And then the final part of my house modification so far, and possibly the most interesting, is this area. I used a quarry to dig all the way down here to about, well, it goes to bedrock actually. You can see underneath the bottom here, if I knock out a block in the corner, you can see it does go to bedrock, and balls. Can I get back out? Oh, maybe I can. Let's have a line up. Oh, no. Oh, I can. These boots are amazing. I thought I was stuffed there. I was going to nerd pile out. Anyway, yes. So then I filled in on level 14. If you look over here, you can see I've been using another cart that I've built with a drill on the front, powered by coal, and there's a seat in there. I didn't bother putting a chest in because I don't want to, it doesn't have a chunk loader, obviously. So if I let it go on its own picking up stuff, it'll get out of unload chunks and just stop. It's a great waste of time. So instead I put a chair in it so I can just sit in my cart and let me be the chest, basically. It is a bit awkward. I'm going to get blown up by a creeper. Please don't blow up my cart. Thank you. Expensive things then. So yeah, if I need more resources, I just whack some coal in there. He lays down the tracks too. He's got a railer, I think you can see there. I make some rails, put him in there, send him on his merry. He goes around in circles to here. I think it's on the far interesting. I need to add a bit more track to make him come back again. And this is my main mining area now. But the reason I did it on level 14, not level 11 like I should, isn't my fault. Isn't it? Not an error. It's not a mistake. It is deliberate because whilst I was mining, and some of you may have seen if you look out into the water, to the sea over from my island. Go away, you stupid slimes! They're spawning down here. It's handy that I've got a slime chunk in here actually because I also need some slime for sticky pistons. But I'll show you that also in a second. Yeah, whilst I was digging around in some mines along this level, I discovered this mine here, which I came into, and there's actually a pathway up to it. You can probably see on the map, it's like a little, if you look into the bottom right of my mini-map now, the bottom right quadrant, just next to the arrows, a little grey dot. I'm actually looking at it right now on my mini-map. That is a sort of like a nerd pole I built to mark where the entrance to this thing turned out to be. That's right, this is a spawner. It is a skeleton spawner, nonetheless, so really useful because I need bone meal quite regularly. This is where I've been getting my bones to make the bone meal to make the flowers. You know, they've got some of these, the yellow flowers to make the yellow dye. And in this monster, when I put some crap in here, I've always got a full inventory. In this spawner, I actually did find, I can't even get out of it now, an enchanted book. I can't remember what the enchantment was, but I've got it at home. We'll have a quick gander at that in a minute. So yeah, that's where I'm getting all of my bone meal from to make the dyes, which I needed all for the lamps. So again, like, it's all legitimate. I didn't spawn any lamps in, anything like that. There's been a bit of controversy that just because I have got up on this server, that I'm spawning things in. Like, just because I can doesn't mean I do. The whole reason that I have this island is so that I can play Tekkit. I spend enough time in creative building things on the server, for the server, and I've also got another work in progress, which I'm not going to reveal too much about, but I'm spending a lot of time in creative for that too, ready to start a new series eventually. But hush, that's a secret. That's still going on, very much in development, that is. But yeah, the whole reason I even have this island is just so I can play Tekkit. I'm learning from other people's builds. There's so many people on this server that have got amazing builds, and they're all in survival. There's no one spawning things in. That I know of anyway. Some people might be glitching it, I have no idea. Oh my god! Ooh, made me jump. Yeah. So I just wanted to play Tekkit Lite. That's how I started. The very first episode I ever did of the Tekkit server was just me showing off what I'd built. I built it in creative, don't get me wrong. The first episode was me showcasing what I'd done in creative. But I wanted to learn about Tekkit. Why isn't that loaded? What the heck? Oh, thank God. I thought it just downloaded. I thought it had gone. I thought, what the hell's happened to my island? I was going to kick off then. Yeah, I just want to play some Tekkit. And I want to do it legitimately and in survival. Everyone else, I mean, Angel Malice, my God, he's amazing with Tekkit. Like, even Tekkit Classic too, I'm sure. He knows what he's doing. You should see his house. I'm going to do a sort of spotlight on that soon because the stuff he's achieved in less time than me, it's just immense. But anyway, yeah, my humble little island is doing me proud so far. And I'm sure the keen-eyed ones of you have noticed. Oh, by the way, that's the little thing I was pointing out earlier. That's the nerd pile letting me know where the entrance to that cave system was. But yeah, there's this button right here, this mysterious button. This is my first experiment, first test at some normal redstone with pistons. Ah, yeah! I made a little hole there, which falls down. That drops down right into the tracked area, so already where the mine is. Oh god, don't use that. Seal. Thank you very much. It took me ages to get that working. I really complicated. I mean, that's just basic redstone for most people, but I know nothing about it, so that took a long time. Also, just quickly point out now, if you see in the bottom left now, 958 unique players are joining the server currently. That number was reset right before I started recording the last set of episodes. So you can see the number of people that have joined since then. It shows you how long a gap it's been. I believe in the first part, though, that 3 episodes I recorded, we were on about 30, and now we're on 950. So it's been a while since I recorded. Just that's a little bit of proof right there. But anyway, that more or less sums up my progress so far. I don't particularly have many goals at the moment. I'm pretty much just working towards quantum armor, but that's fairly boring, to be honest. So if any of you have got any ideas of what I should build next on this island, I'd quite like to get maybe some extra. See how the nether building goes off on a sort of a tangent there. I'd like to have lots of little islands. Lots of little sort of, I don't know, like a group of islands. So this would be my home island, and then I can have another island next to it where I do something else. I don't know. I'd like that idea. But I don't really know what to put on it. So if anyone's got any suggestions, please let me know, like in the comments or Twitter, even on the server if you play here too. Come find me. Come let me know what you think I should do, and I'll definitely listen to you. I listen to all suggestions. Definitely. I might not do all of them if they're stupid, of course. But yeah, let me know what you think. Your feedback is obviously very much appreciated, even the negative stuff, of course, as long as you're not, calling me offensive names. That's never appreciated very much. But any kind of criticism, what I've done wrong, I'm sure I've done things very inefficiently in quite a lot of places. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this episode. I'll see you all later.